Even though that hurts going down, you can't spit it out. You have to swallow it. That's the truth.
And the truth is the Broncos are back at mandatory minicamp. And today we see if Bo Nix can actually play football. And we welcome a couple of two new members to the Denver Broncos. Yeah, welcome a couple of two new. Brought to you by Journey Spice. Love Journey Spice. You use this QR code. Go to Amazon.com. It's organic, delicious. It goes with every single meal you can think of. We love you, Journey Spice. Delicious. Flavor in, plastic out. In terms of great Journey Spice recipes and cookings, make sure you subscribe to Altitude Football, especially with Chad Brown as he details the incredible things he makes day in and day out with Journey Spice. I love you, Journey Spice. More on my pals from Journey Spice in a little bit. So, yes, the Broncos will have Bo Nix on the field in, well, some capacity. Practice gets going a little bit later than it was with the OTAs. So yours truly is in a tough pickle with that one and won't really be able to. I could get out there for a few minutes, but I'm telling you, it's a few minutes. So maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have time for Bed Bath & Beyonds. But 11:15 to 1:20, that's when the practice goes, and we'll have reaction for you and details about the practice as soon as it's over with Columbus, Hastings, and DMac from noon to 3 on Altitude Sports Radio. And tonight at 6 o'clock, it's myself and Mike Sanford going over all of it live with Altitude Football. Two new additions to the Broncos. And the UFL is, it's an interesting place, that's for sure. So who are they welcoming? It's time to say hello to Akeem Butler, who is 6'5", 240 pounds, and was the St. Louis Battlehawks best offensive player. In fact, he was the UFL's best offensive player 2 years in a row. So this guy is this crazy blend between wide receiver and tight end. And everybody who knows Akeem Butler thinks he's great.
For a field goal. And a chance to pick up a 4-point field goal if it's from further back than 60. Dangerous toss here. Quadruple coverage. Oh, did he catch it? Butler high in the sky. I freaking love it.
Yeah, including our great friend Wade Phillips.
I'm going to tell everybody in the NFL that I talk to, you need to be quiet.
I appreciate that, Coach.
You bet. You deserve it.
That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, he can play.
Yeah, he can play. We'll see. He's with the Broncos, as well as the Broncos welcoming Sean Fresh. He's fresh. Exciting. He is a punt kickoff returner, and that's it. He's listed as a cornerback, but he'll never play corner in the NFL. He is a specialist. He's out of Rice, and he's been playing in the UFL with the Battlehawks as well. So St. Louis Battlehawks getting our attention. But he is a young, exciting, dynamic player in and of his own right.
With this fired up atmosphere, looking to clinch a playoff spot here in St. Louis. This is Fresh on the return, and it's a good one. Sean Fresh with a blocker in front as he has finally run out inside the 20-yard line by the punter Rivers.
It's a great job on the outside of holding up those blocks without actually holding. Usually you see a big return like that, somebody's got some jersey, but a really good technical job on that punt return, and great.
So that's Sean Fresh, and this is obviously not great news for Marvin Mims. Fresh does one thing and one thing only, and that's return kicks. Marvin Mims feels like the odd man out. And the Broncos are adding some depth because they know Mims could be dealt, or he would never be cut. way too valuable. But no big deal putting a guy like Akeem Butler or Sean Fresh on the practice squad. I love it. I love adding the depth, and they haven't found that Joker sort of role. Maybe that's something Akeem Butler can do. They certainly are not sure what's the future for Marvin Mims. With the addition of Jalen Waddle, Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant. I mean, they're sending messages by who they're drafting and taking and going with after Marvin Mims has been selected as a wide receiver. So what's his value? Well, returning. And now you're picking up the UFL's best returner. I don't love the size of Fresh. I hate diminutive guys with the ball in their hands. It feels risky to me. He's 5'8", $170. So it's like me playing for the Broncos. Like, huh? But he probably lifts more weights than I do. And is faster. And is better looking and younger. Aside from that, we're like twins. Tough news there for Mims. And with minicamp going today, we'll have a look at Fresh and Akeem Butler and Bo Nix and everybody else. But we might not be really looking at RJ Harvey. And if you know and notice that he's been limited, he tore his labrum in his shoulder against New England and had surgery. Luke Evans with that reveal. Also, J.K. Dobbins, now we know why he got bumped up to $8 million a year. He had an offer on the table from the Jags, which is ironic because we were talking endlessly about getting Travis Etienne from the Jags to the Broncos. But it looks like the Jags are kind of focused on getting J.K. Dobbins. So that's how he upped his ante. That's how he got his money. Things to take care of and take a look at when it comes to the mandatory minicamp today. Should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. And these are the last 3 days before the Broncos go on their hiatus. Meanwhile, we have the Rockies to cry about. We will do so in maybe the most disappointing and weird losses of the year next.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
Thank you to Journey Spice. We love you. You're the best. It's Journey Spice. Go to Amazon.com. Use the code OFFSEASON26 and you're in it. We have a tremendous anniversary to celebrate. We'll do that in a little bit. But first, before I crap all over the Rockies, I do want to say some good things. Like Michael Lorenzen had been terrible this whole year. Well, he gave you 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 5 strikeouts, a walk. He did give up a home run, but he did his job in all honesty. And it's 1-0 Cubs going into the 6th inning. That's it. 1-0 Cubs. And and then the Rockies. It's 1-0 Cubs. Lorenzen gave up a home run in the 1st inning. All right. This Carrigg kid is something else, man. And I'm not trying to gloss the Rockies for no reason, but I have to give certain credit where credit is due. This youngster, Cole Carrigg, 24, this guy has been sensational. A switch hitter, an outfielder, 6'2", 205, can play shortstop. He is a baller. And he has had an unbelievable week. All right, there's a lot of bad that I'm about to roll out your way here, but I do want to start with some of the good, and that's Cole Carrigg. He's been absolutely sensational. Even being smart enough to take a walk is important.
Is loaded, 3-2. Ball four, and we're all tied up. What an AB for Carrigg.
So the Rockies tie the game at 1, and then they give up another run because our relief pitching is just so fucking bad. While that was all going on, there was a moment of zen where it was like, maybe the Rockies can actually get this. And that's when Pete Crow Armstrong, hothead, and, hit a reverse cycle, homer, triple, double, single. But the moment of zen came after he got the single.
Well, 1-1, and that is a cycle. Wow. The reverse cycle.
Keep watching.
The last one was only a year ago. Amazingly, and I say this with respect because it was a catcher, Carson Kelly. He had one in West Sacramento against the A's.
Everybody's standing.
We have to go all the way back to 1993 and the great Mark Grace.
Hey, listen. I mean,
look at those hands.
Don't want to see anything happen to the Rocks.
And
that was pretty cool. Got him. Got him.
There you go.
Enjoy the ovation. Running back.
And now he'll get booed as he goes off the field.
No, he won't get booed. He'll still get his cheers. But what a pick, though.
How awesome is that? The dude gets a cycle. He's putting on his sliding gloves and gets picked. I think was that Bernardino, I think. Oh, no. That was awesome. That was awesome. And you're like, all right, fuck you, Chicago, and the whole thing and the reverse cycle. They still only had like 2 runs. I mean, it's 2-1. He gets picked off, and you're feeling good. You're feeling like, hey, this is a positive thing. And then Cole Carrigg, this time as a righty.
This ball crushed high and deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. How much do you love Cole Carrigg now? Four to Colorado.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? This guy's ice cold. This dugout erupted.
Awesome moment. Absolutely awesome. You love the bat flip, too.
Look at this, a coil. He knew it. All right, bat flip in 3, 2, 1.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's 4-2. Cubs, of course, rally, and this does drive in a run in this Pete Crow Armstrong again. But look at this great play by Tyler Freeman.
2-2. Line to right, and a sliding catch made by Freeman. Tagging and scoring is Shaw to make it a 1-run game. Heck of a play by Tyler Freeman, who's played some right, played some second, and now he's back in right tonight.
Well, what's scary about this play is if he misses it, this game's upside down, but instead it's a game.
All right, so it's 4-3, and we go into the 9th, and you're feeling like, come on now, let's go. Let's get it done. It's been bad, though, in terms of the relief pitching up until that point. Going into the inning, Sensatella had given up a run and walked one dude. Okay, Bernardino, third of an inning, 2 hits, another walk, but doesn't give up a run, gets the pickoff too. Jaden Hill comes in, he throws in another walk. So that's 3 relievers with 3 walks. Michael Lorenzen through 5 innings had 1 walk. Now get ready for Victor Vodnik, who comes in for 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 walks in a run. Mejia comes in, third of an inning, gives up 2 runs, 2 walks, and Seth Halverson, who we really need, gets through 0 innings, gets no outs, gives up a hit, and yes, another walk. So the Rockies, or the Rockies played out the ninth inning in pathetic fashion. And this is when they've played overall a great game. You're getting great performances from Cole Carrigg. You see good defense from Tyler Freeman. Let me just look. I don't think they had any. Of course, they had one error. That's when in the ninth inning, they could have had a double play and were throwing the ball into center field. Sorry, forgot about that. Again, the relief pitchers can't field either. So in order, Suzuki walks, Happ grounds down to do a fielder's choice, but Suzuki is safe because Mejia throws it into center field. That's a double play. You're about to have 2 outs with nobody on base. But no, we got runners on first and third. Then another walk to Horner. Happ goes to second. Now the bases are loaded. Then we put in Halverson. How frustrating is this, man? So 1 walk, 2 walk. And then it's a tie game.
Here's the 3-1. And a line drive to left, base hit. 1 run is scored. And a stop sign for Ian Happ would be the winning run.
So you got the bases loaded with no outs. You know it's over one way or another. It's just so pathetic how it ended.
One to Shaw. And that's the ball game. And the Rockies with a tragic loss. 9 walks. And the last one is a killer.
9 walks in the game, 8 of them by the relievers. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. It's pathetic. Warren Schaefer afterwards.
If this game is hard to play, straight up, but when you allow 9 walks and an error in the last couple, then to give them some free runs, it's not something that the Rockies pride themselves on.
No, you're asking it. Is that a question?
Yeah.
Rockies take on the Cubs later tonight. I'm doing this podcast where I say, hey, what do you know? The Rocks won. And we're doing this here in DMac Max, so it's a little bit different. So what do you know? The Rocks won. I'll be heaping praise on them because they're winning, but I'm keeping it real here. That was horrible. Horrible. And when we had Paul DePodesta on the radio show, the one thing I talked about the most was the ability to get ahead in counts and not walk guys. For the bull, it's last night was like fireable for some, demotion for others. I mean, it's pathetic. What is going on behind the scenes with these guys that major league pitchers can't throw strikes? I don't get it. Never mind how atrocious the fielding is for the pitchers. And if you want to be the Chicago White Sox, who are the worst team ever in Major League Baseball history, and 3 years later are a borderline playoff team, there have to be nights where you get your shit together. And last night was an indication that you're closer to the bottom than climbing to the middle. So the Rockies remain the worst team in baseball, playing some awful baseball. After Lorenzen was good. 1 run through 5. We'll take it from him. Cole Carrigg is a shining, bright light. That looks amazing. The only error you had was from a pitcher, a relief pitcher. Your bullpen fucking sucks. Overall, I don't know how else to put it. So there are some bright spots. There are some talented players. But the inability by this coaching staff and this manager to get more out of his bullpen, which is the number one thing he's responsible for, by the way. Your starting pitchers are set up before the season starts. That's an organizational decision. Your position players are more or less set up. That, again, is an organizational decision. The one thing that the manager has more control of than anything is his bullpen. That's it.
This game is hard to play, straight up, but when you allow 9 walks and air in the last couple, then to give them some free runs, it's not something that the Rockies pride themselves on.
No, you're asking it. Is that a question?
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that's a little bit better and brighter. And it's a 3-year anniversary, actually yesterday, of my best full circle moment as a Muggle. And I'm in a weird spot because as a talk show host, you're not really a journalist. Not really. But I've done a lot of writing and I've done a lot of reporting. So I kind of balance between a weird line, and I'm one of probably in this market, in terms of a talk show host and a journalist, I'm probably the closest there is to both. There are journalists who do podcasts. There are. And there are some talk show hosts who occasionally will go to press conferences. That happens too. But nobody in this town really does as much of both and to the level that I do than me. This is not trying to prop myself up. This is just describing like what I do. So under that guise, sometimes, most of the time, I am a talk show host. But there's a lot of journalism things that I've done. And I love it. I do love it. I love being a Muggle. I absolutely love it. Okay. So my proudest moment ever in that journalism sort of role was a full circle moment that was 3 years ago yesterday. And this was knowing, after covering Nikola Jokic day in, day out for years, that after winning a championship, he would have no idea when the parade was. Educated guess. And my guess was that he wouldn't want to go to it, not off the bat. Also, at the end of the Lakers series, this is in the championship year, I did ask him about how he was feeling about the Lakers, and his response was he wasn't as excited about it as he thought he might have been. So, the 3-year anniversary in total of the Nuggets winning, and then the most classic response of all time.
You said after the Lakers win, you said you were surprised that you didn't feel more. So I'm curious what you are feeling right now, and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday.
No. I need to go home. Okay.
That clip right there, my friends, was the most viral video that I've ever been part of in my life. That clip right there, when it hit 20 million, I sort of lost count. And it's gone so far. It's hard to put into words. I mean, that was 20 million within like, I don't know, a week or so of it coming out. And the results of that provided one of the most classic moments of all time at the parade a couple of days on Thursday.
Thank you, though. You know that I told that I don't want to stay on parade, but I fucking want to stay on parade. This is the best day of my fucking life. Yeah, this is amazing. This is we're all gonna remember this our whole lives, and when we see you guys that came out on the streets, and actually this one is for you. We love you, Denver. This one is for you. Thank you, guys.
How great is that moment? And if you want to talk about a metaphor to live your life by, shouldn't we each and every day try to stay on fucking parade.
If this game is hard to play, straight up, but when you allow 9 walks and air in the last couple, then to give them some free runs, it's not something that the Rockies pride themselves on.
No. You're asking it. Is that a question?
Yeah.